Hi, everybody. June here from Red Daisy Crafts in San Antonio, Texas. So glad to be with you again today. If you're here and you want to leave me a comment, let me know you're here. Tell me where you're listening from and watching from. And hopefully, we can have a good time today. I have some really fun things planned. I'm very excited. Uh, I have a uh, one card that is called, I have to look at the name of it because it's not clicking. It's called a side and lock card. My close friend demonstrator, Debra Harrison, created this card and it was so cute. I just had to figure out a way to make it with this paper pumpkin kit. So I am excited to share that with you. I also have another card that we'll put together that we'll design while we're here together. And also we will create or finish anyhow a little 8x8 kind of oh gosh an 8x8 frame that, here we go, let me just show it to you, and we'll kind of jump in with that. But let me just give you a few things of housekeeping before I bring you down to the table. So last week, I asked people to share, and if they shared and left me a comment to tell me they shared, then I put them in a raffle and picked a winner. And I have a winner that, and I think I had said that I was going to use some retired products, and so here are a couple of embellishments. One is the pebble enamel shapes, and the other is the matte decorative dots. And those are, the winner is Wanda S. So, be sure to share the live and comment and let me know that you shared it so that you can be entered to win a prize next week. So I believe that'll be February 5th. So you'll have to tune in for that to find out. And I have to check one. I think I have your address, but just in case I don't, you can send me a message with that to be sure. So, all right. So, sampler. That's what it is. It's an 8x8 sampler. I could not think of that darn word. The older I get, the more this is a regular occurrence. I don't know about you, but maybe you have the same experience. So I really would love to know if you're there. So I hope that you will leave a comment. Let me know where you're watching from, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So I have been working on this sampler, and I'm going to get my screens going in the right direction. And oops, we still don't have it going in the right direction, but I will get it figured out. What in the world? Okay, well, we'll go with this for now until I can figure out what that is all about. Maybe this is it. Nope. All right. Giving up on that whole deal and going to, here we go. All right, so this is a sampler. It's 8.5, it's 8 inches by 8 inches is the size of this. Now I haven't put anything down because I wanted to kind of tell you what I used from the kit, and to give you some ideas of how you might create your own. So everything that you see here is from the kit. I did bring in a couple of extra things. So, for example, the cardstock here is the petal pink, and I cut it to 8 inches by, uh, yeah, 8 inches by 8 inches. And then the heart is from the heart boxes. I pulled that in. And this little key is also from the heart boxes. Everything else, though, came from the paper pumpkins. So here we go. I took the card front and I cut this piece down, and I believe this is 4 by 4 now. Um, yeah, it's 4 by 4. And then I took a piece of the envelope, the inside of the envelope. Hey, Wanda, I don't know if you saw, but you're the winner um, of the drawing. So you'll have to go back and watch if you didn't see it. When I announced it. So, okay, so I took the inside of the envelope from the envelopes in the kit, and just cut out a piece to go behind. So just took from the envelope and put a piece behind here. Okay, and then I kind of pushed that up with some dimensionals. And then I have put down the gold foiled key on the inside. And then we're going to pop this up on here with some dimensionals. And then over here, I took one of the purple pieces that came in the kit and the circle vellum, and I'm just sort of putting that at an angle. And then the heart is going to go over the vellum piece. And the heart itself, like you can see, this is not very well tacked on here, but I think once we get it put down, it'll be fine. But I have it being, oh, sorry, I have it being, oh, your grandson's game went overtime. Well, you are the winner of the drawing for sharing the live. So congratulations. And I think I have your address, but just in case, if you can message me with that so I can get a couple things to you. Just so you can see, you won some pebble enamel shapes and the matte decorative dots. So that's what's going to be coming in the mail to you. So excited. So here I took some of the twine and I wrapped it around one of the heart boxes. You're welcome. And then I have just tied one of the locks to, and the key to, that twine. And so we'll put that down. That way, when this is kind of standing up, those are a little bit movable. They can move around a little bit. So I like having some movable elements to it. And then I thought we might stamp something on here, a sentiment. And I have my stamps over here for us. I'm thinking we might put, you hold the key to my heart. I think we'll put that in there, unless you have a suggestion. I don't really want to make it Valentine's specific. And then I just, for the piece that came out of here, I stamped the image in the center of here. And I also stamped one of the key images from the stamp set. And then I cut it out. Oh my goodness, that was a chore because it's so teeny tiny and thin. And then I punched a hole in the top of it and then tied it to here, making just a fun little element that we could add to this page. Then I had leftover card front from the petal pink card base from last week's live. I used a little bit of the vellum piece, and then I am attaching the gold foiled lock, and then I've put a ribbon twine around it. So then in here, I thought we'll bring in some more of the fresh freesia. And so I had a piece also from the envelope. We're adding another one of the locks and a key, and that will go next to this element. And then the final piece, again, is another piece of the petal pink card base and this padlock looking locket. And then this key I took from the heart boxes. So you can see it's a different size and it's got the heart-shaped handle kind of on it. And I thought that we could put that down here. So before we put everything down, I thought we would stamp something on this and to give it a little bit more of a sentiment as opposed to just a bunch of fun elements. So let's do that. I feel a sneeze coming on, so I apologize in advance because oh, excuse me. I do think that that was coming quickly. All right, so I am again using my full-size ink pad of the Fresh Freesia just because I think I get a better image with it. And so we're going to put this down on here. And I think that that's going to go really nicely right here on this page. So what do you think? You could put this in an 8x8 frame. You could, you know, frame it up, give it to somebody super special. It could be for your Valentine. You know, if you make things to sell, this would be a really cute sampler to share and sell at a show. So let's go ahead and put the pieces down. I don't think it will take very long, and that'll be that. And then I'll post pictures in our group for this, but I just really I've been wanting to try and do some samplers with the elements of the paper pumpkin, but I had not got around to it. And so I was determined to do it this time with this kit because this kit just has a lot of fun elements to it. Trying to get that straight up here. There we go. So that's going to be put down. And then we have some dimensionals back here. I think that these 3 are enough for what we're doing here. And that's going to go like that. And then we might put a glue dot underneath here just to secure that twine a bit so things are not rolling around. There we go. That will hold it all down. And then we're going to put this one down. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start, I'm going to start with this one and put this over here. What do you think? Do you like the sampler? Do you make samplers? What do you think about? Would it be fun to have a monthly sampler with the paper pumpkin? I'm curious what people, if they like to do something different. I'd love to hear what you think about it. So even if you're watching the replay, I'd love to get your take on whether or not you'd like to have a sampler on a regular basis, or what kind of designs do you like? Is it just all cards, or do you like some of the other stuff too? So I just think it helps me to know what you're interested in. I've been thinking about doing a poll in the group. So, so there you have it. All right. So it's all put together, and I think that this would look really nice in a white frame. Oh, no, it's not all put together. We have our sentiment to tack down. I'm going to put some dimensionals on here, and I'm really pleased with it. I have a shadow box at my desk at work, and it can hold a 12 by 12 sampler, but I can also tack in a smaller one. I think I might take this to work with me and enjoy it for the next few weeks um, while we are in the season of love with Valentine's Day around the corner. So I'd love to know what you think. If this is something you would like to see on a regular basis, um, and we can go from there. So that's really fun. I am really happy with it, and I hope you like it too. So um, if you're out there and you haven't said hello yet, I would love to know who's watching and hear from you. Leave me a comment. So last week we kind of ran out of time when we were doing some of the cards. I think you might recall we made a shaker card um, last week, and I had some other samples, but I kind of ran out of time. So here I wanted to show you a couple of these. Oh, you have a magnet board. That's awesome. Yes, that's perfect for these. I wanted to show you some of the other things I have done with these heart boxes. So this ribbon is, I think it's in the annual catalog. It's the gold satin edge gold ribbon. And I really like it for these because it's an added little element that you can do. And then literally I took just one of the tags from the paper pumpkin and added it to it on the top of here. After I put my candy in here, I just have one glue dot holding that ribbon down on the back. And that's that one. And then this one, same thing with the dot, a glue dot on the back. Here I did punch the vellum pieces that are come in the kit. There's some extra pieces, and I was able to do a punch out of this with the little decal edge and this little label punch. And then I just added yes, this is one of the Stampin' Up! Kits. This is the heart boxes, and I believe you get 20 of the boxes. Let me just double check. I have it right here, so I can tell you for sure. I know I've linked it in past lives, but oh, there's 10. There's 10 in there, and but they coordinate with this month's paper pumpkins. So it I had wanted to kind of like do a couple things with some of the pieces from the paper pumpkins. So I can always link that up again in the live. I think they're still available. And then I used one of the key locks. I did put it down with some dimensionals, and it's just really sweet, you know. This box is not very big. I think I have 3 Hershey nuggets inside of here. That's all that would fit, and it's a little like it's a little bit popped up. You can tell it's not fully closed because I didn't just want to put 2 in there. I did kind of put 3 in there to kind of fill it up. And so those are just really, really cute. Fun, fun little heart boxes to make. And then the other cards that I made after the live last week are here, and I'll share them in our group. And this one is, again, I did use basic white cardstock. Why is that not? It's not, it's blurry. Oh, there we go. I don't know why that was all blurry. So I did use some basic white cardstock, and I did use a piece of the petal pink cardstock, but then the rest of the pieces are from the paper pumpkins. So this is a piece of the background of one of, well, the petal pink card base, the front of it. Then I took the purple from inside the envelope. This is from the back of one of the card bases. I am pretty sure this is also, yeah, this is also a card base. This is the keyhole that gets popped out. I just used it here just to give it another little layer. And I'm using the gold foil key lock, a lock and key, and then just a little sentiment. And on the inside, I just stamped some hearts, some full on, some stamped off, and just a sweet little card that we made, that I made after the live last week. I couldn't resist putting them together. And then I have one other one that I made last week that I think it came out really cute. Again, I'm using Fresh Freesia card base and basic white card base, but then I used some of the inside of the envelope, and you can see I stamped in here, love is the key, with one of the foil locks or foil keys. Oh my goodness, lock key, lock key. And then I used a piece of the card base that I had and stamped the hearts all the way up, kind of randomly all over. And I layered onto the Fresh Freesia the front of the card base from the Fresh Freesia card base, just to give it a little bit of a different layer look, and then use some of the pieces from that card base in the envelope to make a square element that I've got on the diagonal, like a diamond. And I did stamp on the paper that came from inside of the envelope. I stamped some of the keys on there, and then I put the lock on top, and then I used a little bit of gold twine that we have in the catalog. So thank you. I'm so glad you like them. I really, really am pleased with these two cards, and I really do have a fun card to show you today. So just kind of wanted to like close up what we did last week before we get into some of the fun for today. So today I have like a super awesome card to show you guys, and hopefully we can have it not blurry. There we go. This is an awesome card, y'all. A friend of mine, Debra Harrison, made this card a few weeks ago on her live, and you're gonna have to pay attention because this is so cool. Look at this. This piece here slides off. It's holding this card closed, okay? And so it's a slide lock card, and I'm going to show you guys how to make it. And so I'm going to take this off of here, and then we have this card base, and then here's the inside of the card. So we're going to make this together. This this slide lock mechanism, I'm going to show you here. This is what it sort of looks like, and if I could get my fingers in here to show you, because it is a little tricky. This is what slides over the two pieces of the card here into place, and just like that. Okay, and so that is that's what we're gonna make. Yes, it is gonna be fun. All right, so let's get started. I'll just kind of leave this out here for everybody. Why is it, oh goodness, it doesn't like all this stuff, I guess. So what we have here today is I have a piece of Fresh Freesia, and I have some notes so I don't forget what I've done here. All right, this piece of cardstock, which is Fresh Freesia, it is cut 5.5 by 8.5, and it is scored I don't know if you can see those score lines, but it's scored at 1.5 and 5 3/4. Okay. And so we are going to fold those over and burnish those score lines. And so then it is going to open like this. Well, this way. And so that's the beginning. And then from here, we have also cut 2 pieces of basic white that are cut 2 inches by 2.5 inches. And they are scored at 1 inch on the 2-inch side. So you're going to have 2 pieces. All right. You need 2 pieces. And you just fold those over and like that. And then we have also cardstock, 2 pieces of fresh freesia that are also cut 2 inches by 2.5 inches. Okay. So the way that this works is we are going to line these up back to back. Okay. As you can see, they're going to fit right on there. All right. And we're going to glue this side down. All right. Or sorry, I'm out of the camera. We're going to glue right this side piece down. So let me show you what we're going to do here. So, because we're going to have the score lined edge backing up to the other score lined edge that's already been folded. So this is, we are putting that down, and now we're going to put the other one down on the other side, back to back with the score line. Okay. And just like this. Okay. And if you have any questions, and I'm just using my bone folder to kind of like press down on it, get the glue spread out nicely so that we got a good hold. All right. Then we're going to bring this purple, this fresh freesia piece, and we're going to put it right on top of there. Okay. So it's going to make that locking mechanism that I showed you guys. Okay. And you know me, I like to use my multi-purpose glue with the green cap. And we are putting that down. If you're watching, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. Love to hear from you and chat with you while you're here. And that puts this together. I'm just making sure we don't have any edges glued together. I think looks like I got a little bit wonky over here. It's going to get covered up when I put this other piece on, but I want that to be very nice. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, but this is how it looks. All right. So we had just the folded pieces are on the inside of the sandwich, basically. And I don't know if I just trimmed that a little bit longer. You know how sometimes that's the case, but I'm gonna just trim that off of there because it's gonna bother me. All right, so there we go, and that piece will be ready. So we're going to now, I have a piece of white, basic white cardstock cut. That's this piece here. We're going to stamp on it. I've used the lock stamp and the love is the key stamp to do this. And So we're going to do that stamp, and you can see here that this is added to the back of it. So that little piece that I just cut off, it's not even going to be seen. Hi from Cibolo. It's so nice to see you. Are you well, welcome. I'm just so glad to see you. I appreciate you joining. So we are going to do some stamping now. And so I have my the heart lock, and I'm using my Fresh Freesia ink here. And I'm going to, well, it's going to make my paper a little messy. So sorry about that. But that's what we have it there for, right? So I am just stamping some locks down the piece of basic white. And then we're going to come back in with the sentiment, love is the key. And we're just going to stamp off, and you can see it gives it kind of a lighter ink on the page. And so that's what we're doing, and we're kind of shifting them on the page, but we are also going down and down and down into the page. So you're leaving a little space in between each 3 stamps, and there is just kind of the hint of this in the background. Okay. Even though we're stamping it on first, it is really intended to be sort of in the background. So I think that's it. All right. So you can see up close what that looks like. It's just very, very faint for you to see the stamped words in the background. And that way we can set that aside. Now this is going to go right on top of here. And just like that. So I am just going to put some glue onto this Fresh Freesia side, one of the Fresh Freesia sides, and we're going to put it down onto the back of the piece we just stamped. So here we go. And I'm just sort of centering it the best I can, top to bottom and left to right. So now I'm just putting that down and using my bone folder to just spread the glue around and get that all set up. So there you have it. That's the locking mechanism. And so once we finish the front of the card, we'll use that to lock the card closed. Okay, so now we have just a little bit more stamping to do. That is going to be the front of the card base. And we're going to have these pieces going here and here. All right. And as you can see, I just have some hearts stamped across the top of there. So that's the next step. I've already started to type up some instructions for this card, and I will put them in our group over the next day. And then you'll have a little bit of something to refer back to, and you can always watch the video again for how to put it together. So just know that although I'm telling you all the process right now and the sizes and stuff, that you'll be able to look back at the group and for instructions on how to put the card together. So let's put this down on the front of the card base. Oops, kind of hit this. Didn't mean to do that. And that will go here. And then put that down. There you go. And then also we will put this other side on. So there we go. It's funny, you know, Cibolo is very close to me and I have family there. So I'm so curious because I can't see your name. When you make your comment, you know, I use StreamYard for streaming. And so you have to accept StreamYard in order for me to participate in that. Um, uh, oh, Wanda, no, don't worry. You know me. I'll always help you out on the back end. It is a lot to figure out. And I knew that it would be necessary. So, all right, we have a little bit more stamping to do on the inside for this piece here. And I am using the little circle with the swirl. It's kind of like a plate that would go around your keyhole. And then I also have the little element that is the keyhole to stamp on. So we're going to do that here with our inside of this card base. So there is no rhyme or reason. I am going in all different directions here. I am leaving a little bit of the center available for writing a note, but I'm not making too big of a fuss here. I just want it to be kind of fun and light for just a fun inside when you open up the card. Oh, shoot, I do need this for one more thing. Okay, so we also have the little lock hole or keyhole. All right, so this goes right there and right there. And I'm kind of turning this around like they're going in all directions. So it just adds to the fun of it all. And there you have it. All right, so that is pretty much all the stamping for this card. All right, and so now we can kind of get on with assembly. And so this piece is going to go on the inside of the card base. And oh, I got a little heavy here with my glue. Sorry about that. And I'll get this pressed down firmly. And did I get like I said, I got a little zealous with it. All right, and then basically we are going to also put down one of the foil keys, the gold foil key. So, and I like to use the glue dot for this. Where did they go? Oh, here they are. Ta-da! Yeah, I'm just using one of these right here. And so we'll put that in here like that. All right. So now we are to the finishing stage. All right. I have to make a little bow with the Calypso coral twine that came in the kit. It's very pretty, by the way. And cut that off. And again, we'll use a glue dot to put this on. But I am going to kind of roll it up and go. And that is going to go on top of here with dimensionals, which I have. Put that back over here. We'll just put 2 on here. And you know, it seems like a kind of a complicated card, but it really isn't that complicated. It's just got a little tweak of element here and there. Now, the one thing I did do once we get the slit on is I also added a few of the gems from, or these are opal rounds, the in colors, the 2021 to 2023 in color opal rounds. And I'm using some of the fresh freesia ones right there. And so we'll do those once we slide this on. But here's, so basically the card is going to go inside these elements and it's going to lock on there. And then you just slide it on. So now you can see it's a little puffy, right? And so the best way to deal with this is literally just to use your bone folder and press down the edges. And we're going to do the top and the back of it just to firm up like how the fold and the lock element are working. And so there you have it. You can see it's just a little bit of an opening there. And so our last, well, not quite last, but I lied. There is one more thing to stamp. Is we're going to add some gems to the front here. And so I'm doing one like right on top of that. And I have another big one that I'm going to put down here. And then we're going to put on 3 small ones. So we're going to put one down here and one up here and one more. I'll put one right there. And there we go. I just think that is always so fun to have a little bit more sparkle. All right, so the last thing that we need to do is put on a little bit of a sentiment right here. And I kept it kind of sweet to just say, I love you. And last time I did not cut this with the trimmer. I did it on my own. And so basically it was crooked, you know, and you can see it right here. It's a little bit slanted. So this time I'm doing it better. So this time we're just going to have it straight. There we go. So now let's find the I love you. That's not it. Where are we? Where are we? There it is. It's hiding. All right. So with the fresh freesia one more time. And I love you. And we are doing good with our time. Because the next little item I have is pretty quick. But fun. And I wanted to do one more alternate card with you guys on using the heart boxes. We're going to use the heart boxes to create a alternate. So, all right, there you have it. There we have it. So you can see, let me move all this out of the way and get the other one over here and put the little slide back on. Because it is a little persnickety. There. So there's our 2 cards that we made. This one we made in the live, and this one I made earlier, but you can see they're almost identical. So happy with how they came out, and I hope you will love getting to create these. Yeah, I really think it's a cool locking technique. And as I mentioned earlier, if you were here, just so you know that I'm going to include some instructions in the group in the next day or so. I just need to finish a few things up on them, but I have started to write that up. And again, I use the 21 and 23 in color opal rounds. These are just really fun. And so enjoying the in colors before they leave us in May, and just want to enjoy that a little bit more. All right, so I have one more card for today, and it's going to be real simple, and I am using Petal Pink cardstock for my card base. This is 4¼ by 11 inches, scored at 5½. And I did cut down the card front of the Petal Pink in the paper pumpkin kit, and we're going to use that on the inside of our card. And on the outside, is that right? I think, oh, maybe I trimmed it wrong. Let's see. Oh no, we can go this way. Wasn't my initial plan, but that'll work. Okay. And I have one piece of white, basic white cardstock. It is really, I agree, Wando. This is one of the nicest of the Valentines, in my opinion. I haven't always loved them in the past, so, but I'm really enjoying this. It doesn't have to be Valentine's. People love hearts. Locks are awesome. You know, the keys, there's so many elements in it that are just can be all the time. So yeah, I agree. So this is going to be the front of our card. And I need to flip this over. This is going to go on the front here, and we're going to be putting this down. I am going to use some of that gold ribbon on here, and I need one of the labels. This is one of the labels that comes in the kit with the heart boxes. So I think I mentioned to you that there's the heart box comes with these labels, and then it has little key stickers like this. And so you can see here, there's the box itself, but these are the pieces that come with it to kind of like set it up. And it does have its own stamp set, but I am going to use the paper pumpkin today. And so we're going to use those pieces, but to get us started, I am going to put this basic white down onto the card base front of the card base, just like this. And we're just putting this in here. Thanks for all the nice comments, everybody. I wish I could see names better, but that's just how it goes. And I do stream to 3 different places, so it is really hard because not all of them cooperate with the StreamYard, but StreamYard is what allows me to do that. And so it has really made life a lot easier for doing this. All right, so I am just tying this around here, and I may have given myself a short leash, I think, for tying this bow, but hopefully we can get it done. Oh yeah, that'll work. That will work. And I do want to take a little bit of a glue dot and just tack that down right here underneath, and that will take that and hold it in place. Then we are going to come in and put this heart on here, and I am just putting it a little bit over, let me get this tied up. Okay, just a little bit over the ribbon that we just put on. We're going to use dimensionals for that. And so exciting. We had our granddaughter's 4th birthday party yesterday. She's just dressed up in this crazy, princess gown, and we're at Mr. Getty's Pizza, and she was just so cute, y'all. She has really long blonde hair, and she's just so precious. I just love her to death. And okay, so I was thinking I would use one of the elements from the paper pumpkin. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I wanted one of these for here. And maybe we'll put it up here. Where do I want it? Yeah, I think, I don't know. Do I want it right over that ribbon? Yeah, maybe that's what I want. Okay. So we're going to use You Hold the Key to My Heart. And I am going to stamp this. You know what? I have early espresso over here that I think I will use for this, just to have a different look. I try to keep with the kit as much as I can, but I just not loving the idea of fresh freesia on here. So I'm going to use early espresso. I think it's more neutral and will go better. All right, there we go. Yeah, that's definitely something we can see. Okay, so now I am going to use some glue dots on here to put it down on the card. And let's see. Oh. Okay, so here we have it. We're going to put that right over like that. So just a really simple card front, y'all. Really and truly just so simple. Now on the inside, we're going to put this down here, and I'm going to use one of those foil keys to put in the center like we've done before, and that will take care of that. I was gonna say, I think we'll use the I love you and get that cleaned up again with the early espresso, and I will put that in the key here, right down here. There we go. And then where is this? All right, so we'll put one of these on here just like that. And then just to have a place where somebody can write a little note. Yes, her hair is long, and you can imagine, you know how it is with little girls. Does she want you to comb it out? No, it's flying everywhere. But yes, she's just precious, and full of it, full of it. All right, so and so that's the inside. So now they have a space to put their sentiment. It says, "You hold the key to my heart. I love you," and then they can put a sentiment in here. Now, I am thinking I might do some of these little hearts stamped off on the bottom of here, just so that white piece doesn't look so um stark. Okay, so I'm just gonna do some hearts here with the early espresso, stamp it off, and just put them down in this corner like that. That way there is just a little bit of something down there to bring it all together. So there we have just a very simple uh, card to say, "You hold the key to my heart. I love you." And so simple and sweet. You know, this could go to male or female. There doesn't have to be any big concern over that. And it could be for Valentine's Day. It could not be for Valentine's Day. I don't think I have hit this so many times in one night. To be honest, I don't think I normally touch it at all. And I've bumped it twice today, my little camera. So let's get out all of the things that we've created with these with the paper pumpkin. I really have had a good time making everything. I don't know if everybody was here earlier, but we did put together finishing elements of this sampler, which I'm really pleased with how it came out. And we talked about the heart boxes. I think Wanda's saying they are not available any longer. I do have one package, as I just showed. So if you're in desperate need, let me know and we can work something out. And I love the sampler. I think that's really cute. We made this alternate card, which I will share in the group also, and this lovely card that we made. I actually made these two cards not in a live, they're just here. And last week we made this fun shaker card. So fun. If you didn't see that, you'll have to go and watch the live from last week. And we made the cards that come in the kit right here. And so we did that. And we made this really sweet, simple card using the heart box hearts. And then I showed you tonight how to make this slide lock card. That's just so fun. And so I'd made a sample before that, but that is what I have for you this month. And I'm not sure. It depends on how things go, what I will bring next week, Sunday, when we're together. But this has just been so great. I have had a really fun time creating and designing these items, casing Deborah's item, and just always enjoy getting to be live with you guys. And so thank you. And please, please, please share my video. And so we can get more people over to our video stream. And but please put a comment to let me know that you shared so that I can put you in the raffle. And so next week we'll have some more fun things that somebody who shares will win. And as we grow, the prizes will get bigger. And so thanks so much for being with me. And I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. And can you believe it's almost February? Oh my goodness. Well, have a good night, everybody. I really do hope y'all have a really great week and a good evening. Bye-bye.